Peace again, family. I didn't intend on doing an extended oracle observation, and I was washing some dishes and I was water manifesting, and Earth Mother was like, "A word? So you're really not gonna like ask me what's going on right now?" So we're gonna ask Earth Mother what's going on right now. And I was just in meditation and aligning and connecting with this frequency, with this vibration, with the messages and the downloads coming from the earth. And it is powerful and it is potent, and I give thanks for messages for all of us, for the collective, in regards to how to align with nature, to reroute, to reconnect to the source of creation, that we are this I am energy, and the earth that we walk on, that grounds us, that reminds us that there is no separation between us and source. So yes, I would have been remiss to not tap in a little deeper with that energy that is the core of us, the center. Is back to natural, being the movement, the lifestyle that Spirit spoke to me. That's what this message is going to be about: how to get back to natural, how to reconnect, realign, reroute with Earth Mother, with this planet that we need to survive and thrive. So I give thanks to Earth Mother. I give thanks to the Creator, to Source. I give thanks to our ancestors, angels, archangels, starseeds, sages, sibyls, prophets, ascended masters, all in light and love, in the heavenly realms, the etheric realms, for our highest good. I give thanks. We give thanks for the messages on this Earth Day. Ashe. All right, we're going to do the classic foundation, clarification, confirmation, affirmation. I start off asking for our foundation energy and what we need to know most, and what the rest of the cards are going to build on for us to align and get back to natural. Ashe, give thanks, Spirit. Just the one. Whoa, you saw that? And then that stuck in my hand. All right, let's go with that. We missed that other one. All right, we got passion, earth element, number 7. Listen, this is the 52nd annual Earth Day. And in a Decade, if you haven't seen it, then you should definitely see that first. But in a Decade, we got a card that was 52. I believe it was orange. And that is number 7. And the number 7 is aligning with perfection and completion and destined fulfillment. And we've got a number 7 here with passion, the beet. So we definitely have to start seeing if beets is something that we should be adding to our diet, or however we need to think about incorporating it. I do always suggest with this deck, and when I use the crystal decks, which I will use for this reading as well, to Google beets in terms of the symbolism, the history, the culture, and you will get another message from that energy, from the energy of the beet root. But we've got the alignment with passion. We think about the color of the beet and how potent it is, and it's very Oya energy. That's Oya's color, and the bleeding, in a sense, of what beet juice does and usually stains things, and totally aligning with passion, intensity, just like an imprint, because passion, and when something is passionate and you're passionate about someone, they or it can leave an imprint on you, much like that stain, the juice of the beetroot can do. So this energy is really coming through again, aligning with the number 7 and about completion and just that energy of pure power, of being aligned with perfection. And our passions lead us to that, because more often than not, the thing that we're passionate about, we're sure of, because of how much of a perfectionist we have a tendency to be about that thing, how much investment, how much intensity we put into that thing. And that's the thing that we know is our purpose and what we're supposed to be doing. We're aligning with the earth element here. So it's really about grounding energy, much like what we're going to be doing at 2:22 Eastern Standard Time, to just ground in this energy on this Earth Day, reconnect with the Earth, with that electric current that we have, that the Earth has, and we need to like rebond that kinetic energy, literally, tangibly, physically, physiologically, like all on all those levels. Like it's really a full-on, as above, so below, internal, external recharge that is necessary for us to be in perfect health, and we're supposed to be in perfect health. So just thinking about that passion and what it is that drives you and makes you want to be as strong and as healthy and as vibrant as you can be, so that you can still have that drive, you can still have that fire, especially to fuel it to that thing that you know you're supposed to be doing, that thing that you lose track of time when you're doing, that leaves an imprint, that leaves a stain that just can't go away. So I love that energy for a foundation, because Mother Nature is telling us we need to choose passion. We need to do things that we are passionate about. No more excuses, no more, doing things for other people that don't fulfill us. Or at least finding a better balance as we transition into just doing what is perfection, what makes us feel complete. This number 7 energy, it's the things that we are passionate about. And if not now, then when, right? Next we have Hope, the daffodil, and the number 38. We've got number 11 energy there. We've got reducing to number 2 energy there. This is master number energy. This is partnership energy. This daffodil, which is so poignant for this time because it is a spring flower. Like you see, when you see the daffodils, you're like, ah, yay, it's official, spring is here. And especially with the yellow that symbolizes friendship and that symbolizes hope and a new day and a new dawn, aligning with the sun energy and the days getting longer and things starting to get a little bit brighter. We're aligning with the air element here too. So we're out more, we're breathing in fresh air more, we're smelling the flowers as they're coming up, right? So this notion of hope is so beautiful and such a gift from Earth Mother right now, because there's a lot of like darkest before the dawn energy, but this is the dawn. This is the promise of the dawn, quite visibly, quite literally, in letting us know, like she's letting us know, like just keep hope alive and just keep breathing. This is such perfect energy for like grounding, and then that breath work, and how important it is when you're meditating, you are in your breath work. So these elements, the earth element and the air element, are so perfectly aligned when it comes to our elevation and when it comes to the tangible practice of elevating. Meditation and balance and yoga and deep breathing and grounding and sun gazing and all of these things, you're rooted, but you're taking in that breath and you're exhaling that breath. And you're bringing in the positive and you're releasing, you're exhaling the negative and what doesn't serve, which is just going to bring you more energy of hope, the more good that you're bringing in and releasing the bad. So beautiful energy for us to, as a foundation, just focus on passion and focus on hope. And we're going to see where Earth Mother takes us in regards to this clarification energy for passion and hope. Give thanks, and I align with Pamela Coleman Smith. I speak your name, Queen, and I thank you for your intuition and for these tools, and help me align with you and my intuition and our ancestors to get messages for the collective. And Earth Mother. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, let's go with those. Let's go with those, and we're going to start off. I do read reversals, so as I pick them up is how I'm going to put them down. Page of Swords in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. Let's see if I can, let me show it up a little closer. Page of Wands in reverse. I'll show it upright. And then try to get them in here. Six of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Now listen, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, all of these cards are in reverse. And I know exactly why. Six of Swords in reverse. Listen, energy don't play, vibration don't play, frequency don't play. As above, so below, like spirit, earth mother, source, God, what all of the ways that we can, they don't play. Eight of Wands in reverse. I'm going to bring these up a little bit more so you can see them better. These cards are all in reverse. Before I even break down the energy that is coming through right now, these cards are all in reverse. Why? Because this is a message from Mother Nature, from Earth Mother, from our planet Earth. The source of our sustenance, quite literally, our tangible, we get up in the morning and we have to stand on terra firma. So the very root and core of our stability is giving us this message and is giving us clarification on what it is that the message is we need to do and focus on. That's the foundation. And now we're talking about clarification. And for Earth Mother to be coming through and giving us all cards in reverse, before even reading it, what we need to understand right now is that we are getting a very clear message from our source saying that we are not doing things the right way up, the right way forward. We are not making choices that are aligning tangibly with passion and hope. This is what we need to do. And we are getting like no holds bars, like it's just straight up, like not even, there's nothing to be nice about because this is serious. And we can't just, talk about the once a year Earth Day and, all of these things, right? And then go back to like trashing the planet or just not being aware, or being aware but not really caring because of what we choose to do or want to do instead. Taking for granted the very thing that we need, the very energy and essence that we need to do the things that we want to do instead. We don't take care of the planet. We're not consistent even when we do. And in regards to passion and hope, these are not genuine and automatic responses or reactions in our day-to-day. More often than not, we are not engaging and investing as much as we should in our passions. We have more time for obligations. We have more time for other people's expectations. We have more time for somebody else's job. We have more time for all kinds of stuff, other people's passions, even other people's passions, but not our own. And then if we think about hope, I mean, yeah, we're going through a lot and we've been through a lot. And, these devils, like straight up, they on some shit. So I feel you. It's kind of hard, to like have hope. But I can assure you, this is very reflective of the lack of hope. The questioning, the not trusting source, right? The not trusting ourselves, the not trusting alignment, the not trusting the light and the love that we claim to like be all about. This should be easy. This should be automatic. This should be every day. Passion and hope. You wake up in the morning and that should be like the only two things on the to-do list, and then the rest are details. But clearly we're not doing that as much as we should, especially not collectively. So don't take anything personally if anybody be like, I'm on my passion, I'm doing my thing, like I got hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could say that too, but But, but. And it is also about discipline and consistency and follow through and thoroughness and perfection. Yes, and perfection. Because that is how God made us. Perfect. Our human construct creates imperfection and duality and separation and all of these things that are not in alignment with the I am God that we are. Yes, the God creator. We are that. That's how God made us. We are going to get that when we flip these up. So let's go in. Page of Swords, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands. Just looking at a glance, and I'll dissect it. We really want to move away from something that doesn't feel good. And it is on a micro and on a macro level. We see choppy waters, and then we see calm waters. When we think about the swords energy, that is about the air element. That is about our thoughts, our intellect, our strategy, our plans. And we incessantly think about that better place, those calmer waters, because we're very, very observant in regards to the choppy waters. So we're just trying to get, and we think about the energy of having even that guardian energy, that angel energy, that ancestral energy that is rowing us away to calmer waters. The unfortunate thing and why this is in reverse is because we're just focused on the choppy waters, which again is what is showing our lack of hope, right? There's a lack of hope that we can actually get in that boat and we're on our way. Instead, we're just thinking about where we are. But if it's about movement, if we see that that is a possibility, we're looking at it right now. We can superimpose ourselves in this picture right now, and at the end of the day, like if we're this energy of like being protected, we even think about that divine feminine mother energy. This is Mother Nature literally giving us a message right now. So if we're even looking at this energy as Mother Nature energy and us as her child, we are and can move to New Earth energy, to the cleaner waters, the calmer waters, the more still waters, the sacred waters, the universal pool of consciousness. We're in the boat. We're good. We're going. But yet, we're not. And the only reason we're not is because we're just too focused on where we are and observing how fucked up shit is. That can't be hope. Because if we really had hope, all we would see are the calm waters and like, yo, we're already in the boat and we even got somebody rowing for us. Like, are you serious? We don't even have to row? Like, think about that. Swords energy, our thoughts. So that movement is definitely blocked. And it's about our manifestations, right? Even when we talk about the I ams, if we don't feel the I ams like we really, really believe it, then they're just words. Similar like being in this boat right now and literally being docked. That's what this is in reverse. That we're ready to go. We see the calm waters, but we're like just, like we put our own anchor at the bottom. So we need to really start to focus on the hope and the sun. And again, it'll be easier. It's getting brighter. It's getting warmer. All of that stuff. Go out and like live and choose joy and do what you're passionate about and ground and breathe. And you will not just find your way, like you're going to be shown the way. You're going to be taken. Like this is source energy saying like, yo, I got you. The planet and you. And it's quickly like the potential for this to happen if we really just like snap out of this like low vibration that is part of their agenda, which is why they inundate us with the things that they're doing and telling us and showing us, and yet we have no idea how deep it goes. Like, sure, it's freaking terrifying if we really think about it, but why think about that if thinking about that keeps you stuck on replay of that? It can move so quickly to this new earth that we keep talking about, which is so King of Pentacles energy, because look at the King of Pentacles. That is our earth element. That is our grounding. That is our physical. That is our health. That is our wealth. That is our stability. And it's lush, and it is at the mastery, leadership, new empire energy. But again, in reverse. Everything is in reverse because we're not focusing on that manifestation, on actually making it come, because we're not aligning with the energies that we're supposed to be aligning with to really just straight up change this shit up. Like, yo, we could really just like flip this shit. And they know that, which is again why they try to lower our vibrations and keep us separate. So pay attention to that. We have to. And everything I say, like, it's a we, right? Like, I'm just channeling. I got to listen to this back to really get it. You know what I'm saying? So the energy is deep, and I'm just like really feeling the accountability right now. So I hope we're feeling this. I hope this is resonating. And, yo, when we flip this shit, like literally, like we got to flip all of these. And this Six of Wands is the energy of recognition and reward and laurels, victory, and having like a support staff, team, energy, community, however you want to think about it, because you've succeeded, because you have reached that fame. Even this is fame. People knowing your name, being really, really good, masterful at what you do, and being recognized for it. And this is again from Mother Nature, so this is on a global scale. We're talking worldwide type fame and know your name. But it's in reverse because it's the same energy. We can't get any of what is like guaranteed. It feels like it's guaranteed, but we just have to, the passion and the hope. My goodness, like we're not doing too bad even on the love, because we're loving people to the point where we have passion for them and their stuff. We have hope for them and their stuff. But if we're not internalizing that, then it's first of all limited in what it is that we can actually give them and show them, even though we're probably doing a better job with them than we're doing with ourselves. But then the blockage, which is again why like reverse cards are blockages, quite literally. So the blockage is literally not internalizing and investing in self in regards to passion and hope, and making this automatic, this innate, this the default mode. Once this is default mode, like, look at the energy that's coming through. It's literally new earth moving away and finding that calmer, that utopia. And it happening like this, to then get to your fame, to get to your notoriety, to get to your community, and everybody is just successful and celebrating and lush land. And look at the castle and the empire and the garden and the greenhouse and all of the things that we know that we want back to natural and what we want the earth to be. And then we've got our Page of Swords. And our Page of Swords energy is very watchful. In some cases, it could be, interpreted like stalker energy even, or somebody like watching you or checking your social media or just all up in your business. And it's in their mind, right? That it's again, page is very new energy, very immature in some readings, depending on how other cards come through, and if it's representing an actual person, it can often represent, kind of a selfish, potentially young-minded, immature or old, a young soul versus an old soul kind of energy. But again, that's very much in their head. That's very much, watching things so that they can make their judgments or they can have their opinions or whatever it may be. So this energy that I'm getting coming through is social media. This is what Spirit is speaking right now. Because more often than not, in all of the examples that I've given, including this one, is when this card comes up, especially in a love reading, it's somebody checking out your stuff on the Instagram and Facebook and just watching your stuff, okay? Voyeur type of vibe. And this coming through with what it is that we have at stake, or what is important and what we should be focusing on, this is instead what we are focusing on. Whether it's scrolling, whether it's posting, whether it's liking, whether it's whatever it is. And much of it necessary. But this is about the balance. And part of why there's this blockage here, beyond the fact that we are not doing what we're supposed to be doing enough, this is what we're doing instead. We are putting so much more time and investment into scrolling on social media or posting on social media than actually practicing passion and hope. And the reversal energy is the detriment that this is causing, and the very wasteful energy of what we should choose to watch instead. There's a recklessness to the Page of Swords in the sense of like holding this sword up ready on guard, but yet looking in the other direction. You can't really be prepared for anything coming at you if you feel like you need to hold a sword, first of all, up, right? But yet you're looking in the opposite direction. An aloofness kind of energy. This is the distraction, something, it's like called him, something distracted to make this soldier, this page who's holding a sword upright, ready, like defense mode, but yet something made him, her, turn away from where they should clearly be looking if they're holding up a sword. So this is coming through very strongly for me in regards to that we are very, very distracted by this whole, all of the stuff they want us to be distracted by. The social media, the media in general, the news stories, the complaints, the overseas tea and stuff, and all of the things happening. All of the things, right? Especially when a lot of the things aren't even freaking true, okay? So there's that. Be mindful of the energy that you are investing in front of a screen and not out in nature, being connected to the earth and the air and the sun and what helps your blood flow, what fuels you, what recharges you. And that's part of this message, and that's part of why Spirit spoke to me to do earthing, which I do as often as I can, but to do it and to welcome you all, whoever, everyone, in this collective consciousness, to ground in this way together as community and tap in to the very, very tangible healing and guidance and message that we are already receiving, yet it's still to come for us to really do this activation and the affirmations that I received and that I found, and then just how it all came together, that I'm going to share. Like, just typing them up, just saying them today was like I already felt it. And the portal is not even like, it's only here now. And when our feet are on the soil and we say it's going to be, it's already very, very powerful. And this, I'm really grateful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Earth Mother, for saying like, yo, you need to tap in, because this is a whole new perspective to go into this activation with, to go into this recharging, this reconnecting, this recalibrating, this reconfigurating that is necessary and is going to happen to us when we put our feet, our bare feet, on soil this day, 4/22/22. Ashe, give thanks. So yeah, we gotta turn things around, okay? Quite literally. And the answer's right here. The foundation is literally right here. We need to focus on our passions and on hope. We need to ground, and we need to do our breath work. The answers are going to come. The clearing out is going to come. The healing of the nation is going to come. Earth Mother is going to be fulfilled and nurtured in return, as she should be. And then provide for us even more than she still already does, despite how we treat her. Like, my goodness. Think about it. So yeah, let's go into this work and give thanks and give back. And then, like, wow, imagine what it's gonna look like when all of this is flipped upright. And this Page of Swords, even upright, even flipped upright, we are gonna need social media. This is the way of the world. Technology is technology. We got to use it, but we gotta pay attention when we're using it. We gotta be making sure we watching, because there's a lot to that too. There's a lot to that. And yeah, we got to promote our brands and everything that we're talking about. If it's about our passions and that's what we're supposed to be focused on, we need this, social media engine to promote that, to put that out there. But everything in moderation, everything in balance and strategy. This is not strategy. If you think of the Page of Swords in general, not looking at the sword when he's holding up the sword, it's like, you can't be ready. So Spirit is telling us, be ready. And when we flip all of this, that again, 8 of Wands is like, this shit can happen like tomorrow. If we all literally snap in once our feet hit the soil together today, listen, believe and receive, because shit be happening like that. This is magic. Give thanks. Looking into confirmations for this clarification energy. This is an essential oil deck that aligns with all of the herbs and citrus fruits that come from the soil and in essential oil in the most concentrated form. So this deck, these cards I align, I'm going to ask again for. Wow. Do you see that stack that I'm going to just take this, because did you see that happen? As I was going to explain, that when I use this deck, I think about, again, the confirmation in this essence. This next stage here is the confirmation to our clarification from our foundation. But I like to think of the oils that we should obviously be using as they are aligned with the essential oils. I like to think of the food or the herb that we should be eating, ingesting, adding into our foods, whatever it is, based on what comes up. And a little bit of a to-do kind of action item. So that's how I'm going to share these 5 that pulled out in a stack. Orange. If you saw a deck a day, which you should have, as I mentioned, to watch that first. Orange came up. That was our number 7 card, I believe. That was number 52. Wild orange elevates and invigorates. If we're thinking about elevating, grounding to elevate, right? To bring things to a new perspective in regards to this new earth that Mother Nature is literally like kind of promising us. We just have to focus on passion and hope. That's part of the invigoration. passion. I was talking about the intensity, what passion does, that drive of what it is that we're supposed to be doing, the invigoration that we feel when we're doing that thing, losing track of time. So the orange energy is going to give us that pep. It's going to give us that wake up. So the same advice that I gave for a deck a day in regards to eating oranges, cutting some up and just having the citrus smell around the house and give you that drive, or taking the peels and boiling them in a pot of water on the stove and letting these natural essential oils end up, again, circulating through your home. It's absolutely going to invigorate. It's absolutely going to give the energy that citrus fruits have a tendency to do. And again, the elevation. So give thanks for that message for us to, again, it's all advice, action items of what to do, right? We've got these foundation, passion and hope, that's clear. But what else are we getting now? How is Spirit, how is Earth Mother giving us confirmations and clarifications in regards to how to flip this energy to get to where we want our lives, this earth, to be for ourselves and for the collective? Next, we've got cardamom, clarifies and uplifts the spirit. So this is, again, perfect alignment because this is about hope. Uplifting the spirit is all about hope. Clarification, when we're looking at what it is that we're trying to develop, trying to manifest, that's going to take discipline. Like I said, it's going to take strategy, right? We have to really focus and look in the right direction, get the clarifications. And this is a clarification stage, and this is confirmation to the clarification. We're getting, basically, Spirit is saying and Earth Mother is saying, I can't get that much more clear than what's coming through right now, and what it's going to take to flip this shit and make it the way that it's supposed to be. Make it the way that it's going to be better for everyone, and especially for those that have good intention, that have an intention and an alignment with passion and with hope and with abundance and with fruitfulness and love and safety and security and support and like just raising each other up and protection, right? Just look the right way, but ready to fight if we need to. So that's definitely clarifying energy for that word to literally come through. Cassia, which is our cinnamon cassia, provides courage and strength. So right there, if we're talking about we need to fight and then we get courage and strength coming through with the spicy cinnamon energy, what else can we say? We know that we may have to fight, again, for our passions, and that's part of why the fueling energy is coming through with passion. We also have 2 wands here, the 8 of Wands, again, being like the fastest moving card in the deck, aligning with infinite energy and abundant energy with the number 8. So definitely about courage and strength that it is going to take to follow our passions, to be able to get to the position where we flip this and we're at the top of our game, doing what it is that we're passionate about. We might have to fight for it. Probably not might. So we got to be ready and we got to be about it. Juniper promotes self-acceptance and defeats fear. There you go. We got to be ready for it. We got to be about that life. Fear what? Like, it was either in the deck a day or at the top of this reading that I believe I remember saying something in regards to the illusions that the lack of grounding, literally just connecting with the earth with our bare feet, creates because of that separation with the electric current. We are conduits of that. The earth is conduits of that. And when we come together, literally, like skin to skin in essence, it's like recharge, reminder on every level, on a cell level. So in regards to that, fear, in those moments we can understand is an illusion. Separation to source is an illusion. Doubt, all of these things, again, just imperfection, duality, all of these things are human constructs, are very 3D, this limited world ideas. It's not how we were made. So when we start to dispel that notion, defeat, when we again, energy of like having to fight for it, the courage and the strength that's needed, we have to defeat these mental states, these beliefs, so that we can flip this shit. And it starts with this is the easy part, believe it or not. The passion, we know what it is. We may not be doing it. We may not be as invested in it as we want, but we know what we're passionate about. And the little bit that, even if it's just, the more we align with that thing, the more it's going to develop into more of what it is that we're passionate about. The more we're going to be able to clarify it and identify it. And then hope. Everybody knows how to hope. Hope in some ways, it's even kind of leaves room for failure, because it's kind of like, I hope it happens, but it might not, right? But start with some hope, because that's, if anything, like an easier way to kind of work through getting through that portal of truly feeling and believing and manifesting that I am essence, that we are, which is what we need to really be able to align with, to flip this and to get to the future that we want. The self-acceptance energy is about your passion, because oftentimes we're not following our passions because we're worrying about what other people are going to say. We're scared, again, that dispelling fear that's necessary right here in it. Accept where you are and what you're supposed to be doing, and have faith and trust the universe that it is going to work out for your greatest good, because you are doing what you were put on the planet to do. You cannot go wrong with that. Mother Nature is telling you, you cannot go wrong with that. If you know what that is, you're lucky enough, because some people don't. If you know what that is the only thing that you should be doing. And eliminate the fear that's going to block you from it because of some semblance of, money or what somebody else is going to say. And then we got the Cypress, aids transition and transformation. So there it is. What's necessary is transition and transformation. So yeah, defeat fear. Yeah, who cares what anybody else says? You're going to be in a different place completely. They might even be there to be talking in your ear, trying to make you feel any type of way anyway. You are elevating. You are vibrating on a higher frequency. And after this grounding, listen, you, me, the whole planet, we're even sending vibes to those that are oblivious of this energy. We don't hook them up too. Trust me, they good. Because this energy is real, and we're starting to truly understand it. And it's in that self-acceptance that we are God, and that we are masters of our world and the stewards of this earth at the end of the day. We owe it to Mother Nature to do what we were put here to do, what we came here to do. So that is our confirmation energy, which is all, again, very clear to do. I asked for action items in regards to what it is that we need to do to flip this energy. And looking for an affirmation, and then we are going to wrap this up. We're going to go to the crystals, the core of Earth Mother. Crystals that have been being created at the core of the earth, the center of Earth Mother. Millions of years in some cases. Give thanks for the affirmations that the crystal spirits will provide for us. Give thanks. Talk about depth. Let's see. Oh, one of these cards stayed upright. Did you see that? Let's take that and see if Spirit has any more for us. Earth Mother, are there any more affirmations that you have for us? Give thanks. I think that's good. Thank you. We've got Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. Passion. When you schedule yourself, that means you decide what you're doing for you because it's what you want to do, period. There's no reason for even explaining it to anybody or defending it, or it's just what you're doing. You are scheduling, literally, yourself in with the ocean jasper. The depth energy of this is so beautiful for it to be coming from Mother Nature because of bringing in ocean energy, bringing in beyond the core of the earth. When we think about all of the levels, and earth, you look at Mother Earth, the globe, and it's not just earth, it's the earth and it's the ocean. So this is like a reading where the Empress and the Emperor would come through, and then I would say, like, this is a divine counterpart energy, yin yang, perfect balance, harmony. Earth Mother brought in her counterpart, the ocean, because this would not be a complete reading aligning with Earth Mother without the reminder that Earth Mother includes our water, our oceans. Yemoya energy, give thanks. Schedule yourself in. That means more time for you and your passions. So, affirmation, I am scheduling myself in. Say it with me now. I am scheduling myself in. And that means you get to put whatever it is you want on the schedule. Word up. And then we've got fluorite, find peace within. That's where our hope comes in. That's also our passions. When you schedule yourself in, trust me, you're choosing something that makes you feel peace. So the two definitely go hand in hand. Find peace within. It's so powerful as well to get ocean jasper saying schedule yourself in and find peace within. This in energy right here is because of the inward focus that is needed and necessary in regards to this foundation, finding and exercising and practicing our passions and being more default in our feeling and emotion and sentiments around hope. And it's easier to do that when we go inward and we focus on our inside, on our soul, on what we need, what we want, what we love, what makes us feel at peace, what makes us feel good, what makes us feel hope and passionate. So this is absolutely an internal journey. Spirit is telling us right now, Earth Mother is telling us right now what we need to do in such clear action items. It's really, really powerful. I actually can't wait to watch this back and like straight up take notes. And I will take a picture of the spread like I always do as well. This is internal work. This is healing work. And we got to start with ourselves. Again, I started off by saying that we often have passion, but it's for somebody else's project or somebody else's anything. Or we have hope for someone else, but we have a hard time really doing that work for ourselves. And it's this is our destiny. This reversal that needs to happen is an internal transition. We got transition. AIDS, transition, and transformation. Cypress. This is like hermit energy. This is shadow work energy. This is grounding energy. Rooting energy. Rerouting energy. And that's what we're doing today. That's what this energy is all about. And that's what we're going to continue to do from this day forward, because we're going to feel this activation. We are going to feel this inward healing that is going to feel so peaceful, that is going to feel so self-prioritizing, choosing to schedule you in, me. What do I want to do right now? What is going to be like the most awesome thing for me to experience right now? We get to decide that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Give thanks, Earth Mother, for this energy. Gonna pick some charms and then I think we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you, Earth Mother. These messages. Gotta collect it. Oh my goodness, we got a lot. Okay, well, of course. my favorite, and telling us to do exactly what we're planning to do. Ground. This is grounded growth. This is also the energy of elevates, to invigorate, elevate and invigorate. When we ground, we rise. When we ground, we grow. So the irony of thinking about grounding, it's like a rootedness, but that's exactly what we need to get us to raise our vibration, get to the top, this Six of Wands energy, right? Of connecting with being recognized for what it is that we're here to do, getting to the top. So let's definitely ground today and do it as often as you can. We've got infinite love that Earth Mother has for us, absolute infinite love. We've got our number 8 here with our wands, so definitely bringing in our confirmation on that infinite abundance, infinity energy, unconditional love vibes. Give thanks. We've got blessed. These are all messages directly from Mother Nature. It's such a beautiful, beautiful gift right now. We are blessed and protected, divinely guided. Wow. We've got the cowrie shell, orishas, the forces of nature, quite literally and tangibly with us, also bringing in abundance and fertility and all of the alignment with the shell and the cowrie shell. Give thanks. We've got what we find at the ocean, of the ocean depths with this ocean jasper. We've got a starfish that brings in abundance, that brings in fertility energy as well, of growing things, and brings in the as above, so below star energy. As we look up to the sky, we see and revel in the stars, and we could look at the bottom of the ocean and revel at stars. And through it all, we have to remember that we, smack in the middle as well, are stars. So we should revel at ourselves the exact same way. Do not forget that. And we are literally, again, aligning with the star quality of what the Six of Swords, of Wands, tells us in regards to getting to the top, in terms of our passion, in terms of what it is that we do, that we are recognized for and should be recognized for. Fame and people knowing our name, being a star. Beautiful. Give thanks. We've got a feather, so we have our angels coming through. This is also our air element, definitely reminding us as we got grounded growth with passion. Also, we've got our air energy. The feathers represent air, represent our angels, represent our breath work. Inhaling the good and exhaling the bad. Beautiful. So aligned. Ah. And then the last two, I don't even know which one to do first because they're both like so poignant. Listen, we've got the leaf. We've got, this is my literal like representation of back to natural. This leaf right here. When I got this charm, I was like, oh, that's my back to natural leaf. I'm going to put those on everything. And Spirit is telling us, Earth Mother is telling us, yes, it's time to get back to natural. Yes, go out and ground, be under a tree, ground, it's right there. So beautiful confirmation. And then, as we talk about often, may have even mentioned it in this reading or several before, I've had this conversation today with a brilliant king, that we were just talking about transformation and talking about the hardships and how necessary it is. Like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon needs to go through that pain, like the phoenix rising from the ashes needs to feel that burn, and like the lotus that grows out of the murkiest, grimiest, dingiest waters and emerges without the slightest stain, the slightest drop, and it's perfection, but needed the muck and the mire in order for it to exist. Needed to go through the mud, quite literally, to bloom. So understand that this is, yes, darkest before the dawn. This is what the lotus is now kind of coming through, but this is inevitable. This is what it is that this card is all about in regards to us not focusing on the choppy waters and paying attention to, again, that peace that awaits us, those calm waters. We focus on this the same way that we focus on being the lotus. Don't focus on the muck and the mire that we happen to be in right now. Just be grateful for the fact that this is actually necessary in order for us to be able to bloom in this kind of magical way and flipping all of this energy. Because that's exactly what we're doing right now, and that's what we are activating today, and so on and so on. And Earth Mother, on this number 7 Earth Day 2022, 4/22/22, master numbers all up in the piece. This is powerful. This is poignant. We're in a 6th year. This is a year of mastery and harmony and balance. It makes a very, very significant impact. So let's take advantage, for lack of a better word, because Earth Mother kind of wants us to. And is like, yes, yes, because it is your birthright. And yes, 55:55, I just saw on the clock. Listen on time right now for the video. It's powerful. It's powerful. Give thanks for whoever watched this today. I wanted this to be short, but clearly it all needed to come through, and it's powerful. I'm going to listen back right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope I see you at 2:22 Eastern Standard Time today. If you've seen this later and it's already past time, it should be posted on my Instagram page unless there was some type of technical difficulty. And if not, I'm gonna do it again because the weather's getting nicer and I do it whenever I can. And it's powerful when we do anything good together. More powerful. We manifest quicker, and it's gonna flip this shit. We gonna flip it, work it all the way out, and get to the new Earth. Earth Mother is rooting for us and supporting us. So let's get on board and make it happen. Ashe. I give thanks to you all. I give thanks to the angels, ancestors, Orisha, to the Creator, to Earth Mother, to starseeds, sages, sibyls, ascended masters, all light and love beings, guardians. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the confirmation. Mother Nature, thank you for coming through so clearly and for always sustaining us, despite of and in spite of ourselves. Ashe. Give thanks, family. Until the next time, lest we forget. Time to get back to natural.